what Congressman Rob Wittman thinks of all of this. The Virginia Republican serves on the House Armed Services Committee, kind enough to join us. I don't want to hit you with this just out of the blue, Congressman, but I think you heard the gist of it, that this is a top shale producer is saying, even if Russian oil were to be taken off the market, to replace it wouldn't be instantaneous. So, A, do you buy that? And B, do you worry about it?
Well, I do worry about it somewhat, but I worry even more, Neil, that we are continuing to send American dollars to Russia and purchasing their oil, which they're using to attack Ukraine. That, to me, is absolutely unacceptable. I do think we could aggressively open up both the development and production here in the United States. By de facto regulatory limitations, it is shut down now. The signal that was sent by the beginning of this administration, shutting down the XL pipeline, absolutely unacceptable. If we completely opened up the regulatory realm and said, listen, here's what we need you to do: produce, explore. We have ships or exploratory rigs tied up, ship rigs tied up in the Gulf. The things that we could do to open up energy production here in the United States would be significant. And while it may not affect the market immediately, just the signal that it would send to the markets to say the oil is coming, I think would be able to put at least somewhat of a cap on price increases.
Well, you might be right about that. The administration's been arguing that the oil you get for these things is not immediate, and it would be a long term. But you're quite right to point out that oil is traded in the open markets, and they react to that sort of thing. But the reality is that in the meantime, Congressman, Americans are in for quite the pinch and quite a lot of discomfort and worse. And they might, look at that. It's a sacrifice they're willing to make. Do you worry, though, that this drags on a while? Gas prices stay very high, and that resolve, weakens.
Well, unfortunately, Neil, I do see the conflict between Russia and Ukraine lasting for a significant period of time. Vladimir Putin is not going to relent. The impact that it's going to have on worldwide energy market is going to be long-term. That's why the United States needs to put in place long-term solutions to freeing up American energy. If we do that, I think we can ameliorate some of the impacts of what's happening in Ukraine. Possibly not all of them. I think, too, you just need to be open and frank with the American people about what is the impact going to be on gas prices.
No, I think you're right about that. Prepare them for the pain. But Americans are pretty good at absorbing pain, and our history proves it. Congressman, thank you so much.